During our final week of ECS 203, we were asked to create a final summary of what we have learned over this spring course. Even though it has been a fast 2 months of learning, throughout this journey I have encountered epiphanies from my own schooling, realized truths about the curriculum, learned what treaty education is, and much more. My name is Baylee Anderson, and this is my summary of learning. Before taking this course, I understood curriculum as the base and structure of learning and teaching for specific grades and subjects. I guess that's not necessarily wrong, but it's not necessarily right. I would have not imagined the political and biased opinions and intentions involved with the curriculum process as a whole. With a completely changed outlook on what truly makes up the curriculum, I would go at it from a different angle if I were to be involved in the making of one. I would have content that is more praxis model based, content that is more focused on the best interest of the students, teachers, and the community that surrounds us. I would like to include the opinions of actual teachers and opinions from those who have worked with students. I would want Indigenous representatives and elders to be involved and to give us the proper understanding of teachings and lessons that are important to Indigenous culture, so that it can become important to every one of us and taught correctly. I would like for there to be child and youth psychologists involved as well, so that there can be diverse and inclusive ways of learning integrated along with ways to achieve that as well. I would also like for there to be more instruction for educators, for there to be proper training on how to understand what is in the curriculum and how to get the information across so all students that encounter it can understand. I believe that there should be a way for teachers to ask questions and get more input on the content that they are teaching, instead of there being a 50-plus page document that educators are just given and have to read and then create a lesson plan off of it. There should be examples and direction to help a teacher teach. I believe that a big part of being an educator is learning. We have to be constantly learning to adapt, change, grow, understand, admit to mistakes and wrongdoings, to apologize, and to learn a more healthy way to become better versions of ourselves every day so that we can help students do the same. Part of growing always follows the fears of, what if I can't help every student? What if I make a mistake? What if I'm a bad teacher? I think that it's okay to have these fears. It's part of being human. Whenever these fears start to sneak into your thoughts, you have to make sure that you don't let those fears define you. Instead, you can use them as motivation to work towards being a better educator. Knowing that you have the best interest at heart and having the want and the willingness to constantly be evolving will only contribute to the betterment of who you are as an educator. Overall, this course has created a spark in understanding conflicting opinions created by curriculum and those teaching it. I think that I will be a finer teacher after taking this course. I have a new understanding of what goes into the curriculum and schooling as a whole. I think my biggest takeaway is understanding tradition and if tradition should be broken and seeing how we can challenge it. I want to have a better tomorrow, not only for my future family members coming into the education system, but for all students, so they can feel safe, included, happy, welcome, and successful. I just want a better tomorrow.